That's what I get for trying to be cute. Anyhow, what's going on, everybody? So, I just came in from the gym. Decided to have a bowl of cereal. Really wasn't hungry or anything like that. But to get to what I need to talk to, we'll talk about. Um, I was on Twitter last night. Well, this early this morning because I couldn't sleep, and I was talking about young and being gay. And most of us know that we come out in our different stages of life, whether we get when we're adults, whether we're young, when we come out of our mother's, vajayjay, we come out in heels and whatnot and say, "I'm here, I'm coming out," whatever. But um, as far as being young and gay and coming up within this world and within these times, we have to be careful. We have to be watchful because we all know young teenagers, even adolescents, are coming out the closet as fast as I change my underwear and retwist my locks. And it's not cute. I mean, it is cute, but there are some things that needs to be said. There are some things that we need to warn one another about. And what I mean by warn, we have to let our other peers know that you have to be watchful. When you're coming out of the closet at a very young age, and you're feeling free, you're feeling like you can do anything. But when it comes down to sex, you have to remember you got HIV/AIDS, we got STDs, STIs out there. We got people who are not telling other folks about their status or letting them know what type of infection that they have, and they want to pass it along to someone who is just coming out, who is just don't really know too much about sex, except they just lay down, either open their legs and go ahead and whatever. But you have to know the education behind it. You have to know the basics in order to protect yourself, in order to just be yourself, And it wasn't as easy for myself when I grew up. And I realized that I'm gay. I'm not straight. I played the straight role for at least, I don't know, kindergarten all the way up until, I want to say, freshman year of high school. I came out to my mom when I was 15 years old. And ever since then, it was great, you know. But once I started flourishing and coming out and blooming even the more, I just was wild, and just showing myself. And as they say, I was very flamboyant or flaming. But like I said, that was a point in stage in my life, and I'm over that. But my mom wasn't having that. She was fine at first, but she wasn't having that. And we constantly got into arguments and whatnot. So I felt as though I really can't talk to her about anything. So I started experiencing things on myself. I started experiencing things on my own, and I really didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anyone that was gay like myself that I can talk to. I didn't have as you could say, a big brother or big sister that will mentor you and just show you the ropes and just be there for you. So I started, you know, um, getting into deep down into the lifestyle. People used to tell me I have a nice shape and everything else. I had a big butt. I was stocky built back then, and I kind of am still. But I had a big butt, and that's what attracted a lot of older guys to me. And I thought it was cute. I thought it was like, all right, someone likes me. Someone likes me for just my ass, but it is what it is. So I gave into it. There are times where I didn't use protection, meaning condoms. I didn't know anything about that. I just knew that someone liked me, boom, let's get it in. And if I do it, that means something is going further. We're going to be together. And that wasn't always the case. It was just giving them what they want and bouncing. You never hear from them again unless they wanted something from you. And that was it. At the age of 15, I didn't know anything about HIV/AIDS. I just knew it was something bad to get. And even during that time, I didn't even know what it was. You know, I can say as I got older, like 17, 18, I just knew it was something bad to get. And you didn't want it. You know, you was going to die. And my mom told me to get an HIV test done when I was 14. And I still didn't even know about it. I'm like, all right, I'll go. And I remember my first HIV test was scary. It's scary for everybody. And, you know, I was very, very nervous of whether the test was going to come out negative or positive. I didn't know what the hell I was being tested for. But I just want to let people know that you can be yourself. You can do whatever you please to do. But you have to remember, using condoms is a must. I can't express that enough. Dental dams, even give oral sex, you got to use condoms because you don't know what lies within the urethra. You don't know what lies on the skin, if it's broken skin and blood gets into your mouth, and you just got probably finished freshening up your breath by brushing it, and your gums are very sensitive and everything is open. It can get inside. You can get something in your mouth like syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea. Even HIV can be transmitted through that way too. And I'm not perfect. I went through some hoops and I went through some loops, and I had to overcome some barriers and obstacles. And I'm only going by experience and only trying to help someone else before they wreck themselves, before they get into a situation where they just want to give up and get into a situation where they can't handle it. But I know that I matured at a very young age, 19, about to go into my 20th birthday, finding out I was positive for HIV. That was the worst birthday ever. Excuse me. Whew. All right. It was the worst birthday ever. You know, finding out that you're positive and just lost. Didn't know where to go. Don't know how to get over it. Don't know how to get rid of it. You just know that you're dealing with something for the rest of your life. You're dealing with it by yourself. You lay down, you had unprotected sex, you let any and everybody take over you. You didn't even think about using a condom. But even the times when you did think about using the condoms, you let the other person talk you out of it. You got to deal with the consequences now. And I was going to take a break from just doing these videos and, you know, just trying to be Captain, as they would say, Captain Saberho. But I don't see it like that. I'm trying to save someone's life, you know. And like I said, I don't know why I do these videos, but I just want someone to know that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay if you want to have sex. You know, it's okay if you want to do whatever, but as long as you're doing it the safe way. You gotta use condoms. It's sad to say that people start out having sex when they're at least 8 years old, probably even younger. For me, it was 11 years old, and I didn't know. I didn't know anything. I just know that if someone wanted it, you know, and I liked them and they liked me, I would, you know, do it. But now that I know, and now that I am an adult and 25, I know that if I had the time and I had a wish to go back in time to start all over again, I would. Because I would have changed some things and changed how my future would have turned out. I would have used condoms. I would have walked out of a situation where if there was no condom, there was no sex. As they say, no glove, no love. Well, you wasn't getting none of my loving. Because you get hooked on it too. Just saying. But just be mindful of what you're going to do. Just be mindful of what you put yourself in. Because you're going to have to deal with the consequences. And it's not fun. It's not cute. And even though it is manageable, even though there's some antibiotics and things to cure an infection or a viral infection, but you got to take medicine for the rest of your life with HIV. And even if you're scared to get tested, go ahead and get tested. Even if you haven't did anything, go ahead and get tested. It's always safe to know your status. It's okay. You can be scared. Maybe you don't want to be told your status. It's fine. But if you're going to lay down with someone and you plan on having raw sex or bareback sex or not having sex with a condom, you need to know your status, because whatever you're dealing with, you may transfer over to another person. And that person may not know their status, and they may give it to someone else. So to keep these numbers down within the state and within the whole world, to keep these numbers down, to keep people educated, and to keep yourself sane, live a healthy sexual life. The only thing you can do is live life. The only thing you can do to save yourself and protect yourself and your partner's self, your partner's health, use a condom. Two positive people can't have sex without a condom, because you may reinfect yourselves with the virus, and whatever medicine that he or she is taking, they may give it to you, and if you need that medicine, it may not work. The medicines may be, as we say, resistant. So you're shit out of luck if the medicine is resistant to that strain of HIV or any type of strain of HIV. So I know it's going into 11 minutes. I didn't mean to be this long, and whatever. I hope you didn't fall asleep. But I just want to give you some insight, and there may be a part 2 because there are some things I didn't cover in this video. But like I said, being young and gay is not easy all the time. But if you decide to have sex, don't say that no one told you. You got your big brother right here, Timmell, telling you. Use condoms. Use your sense. Use your head. I'm telling you. It's not easy living with HIV. It's not easy dealing with an STD or STI. I know for myself. I'm dealing with it. I've dealt with it. So I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to extend myself to you to help you. And just look up for the other videos that I'm going to post. Alright? Later.